Hey, welcome back to Unhelpful Yoda. Surprise video today. Didn't really think I'd make this kind of video pretty much ever. I'm not really into covering the news, but I'm really excited about this new Stardust Dragon support coming out. We won't get it for like 6 months here. It's in the 2 core sets away, but they released it last night and it looks pretty good. So here's the cover for the new set, Dawn of Majesty. The card looks really cool. Let's see, we have Wish Converging Dragon. It's a level 1 light dragon tuner. You can only special summon it by its own effect once per turn, and can only be used for synchro material as a synchro material for a majestic monster. Its name is treated as Majestic's Dragon while on the field or in the graveyard, so replacing that terrible tuner that you need it for Majestic Star Dragon. And when you draw this card, you can reveal it, special summon it from your hand. So if you draw it, you just free special summon a level 1 tuner. That's really good. And if you control level 8 or higher Dragon Synchro, you can also special summon a level 1 Dragon monster from your deck. And there's no restrictions on this, so yeah, it can only be used for as a tuner for Majestics, but there's no restrictions on exceeds or links or anything like that, so this is just a generically really good card. I can see this seeing a lot of play in and of itself. But it's also really good for bringing out the original Majestic Star Dragon, which we'll talk about later, but that's a really strong card that's just been annoying to make. So, Stardust Synchron. It's a cute little robot Stardust. You can only use each effect once per turn. It's a light machine level 4 tuner. Machine makes sense. It's a Synchron. Synchron's always machine, I believe. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can tribute 1 monster. You cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except synchro monsters. Also, I'll special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. So that's good. It's special summoned itself from the hand or graveyard. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add 1 spell or trap that lists Stardust Dragon and its text from your deck to your hand. Okay, so it can summon itself, and on summon it searches. It's pretty good. And it's searchable by tuning. So that's really good. That's good. Stardust Trail. It's a light dragon level 4. Sure it is. You can only use this card's name first and second effect once per turn. If this card is in your hand or graveyard and monsters you control distribute it, so like that guy, you can special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the field. So with the 2 of them, you just instantly make a Stardust. Cool. If a warrior, Synchron, or Stardust Synchro monster is synchro summoned using this card as material, it creates a level 1 token. Okay, so there you go. That's free Majestic Star Dragons right there. And then we have Shooting Majestic Star Dragon. It's Majestic Dragon, which is the original, treats itself as the first card treats itself as that name, and 1 non-tuner monster, including a Dragon Synchro monster. Okay, so you don't even need the original Stardust to make this necessarily. That's cool. It makes it a lot easier to summon. You still have to use Majestic Dragon, which kind of sucks, but the retrain of that makes that a lot easier. So this isn't that bad. This is pretty easy to make. And it must first be synchro summoned, so you can still special summon if it's in your graveyard. It's not bad. Once per turn, you can negate the effects of 1 monster your opponent controls. Okay, it's fine. It's not a quick effect, but you can do it on your turn. For each Stardust Dragon and each synchro monster that specifically lists that card in its decks in your graveyard, this card can make 1 additional attack during each battle phase. Okay, so you'll probably have 2, maybe 3 attacks. It's not bad. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a card or quick effect, you can banish this card until the end phase, and if you do, negate the activation, and if you do that, banish that card. Okay, that's really good. So it does have a quick effect negate as well. That's good that you get a free negate on, like, basically just on summon once per turn, just negate an effect monster your opponent controls. And then if they try to activate anything, you can banish itself and negate something else and banish that card. So that's good. And it returns during the end phase. So we have the continuous spell, Arriving Miracle. When this card resolves, you can place 1 level 1 dragon monster from your hand or graveyard or hand or deck on top of your deck. Okay? Stardust Dragon and Synchro Monsters that specifically list that card in their text on the field cannot be returned to the extra deck. So that fixes the original Majestic Dragon, or Majestic Star Dragon's effect to return itself, making the card just really good. Easier to get out now, and it doesn't return to the extra deck. That's good. That's going to be strong. If a Synchro Monster is special summoned, you can apply one of these effects. Also, you cannot apply the same effect of Arriving Miracle again for the rest of his turn. Draw a card, and special summon one tuner from your hand. Okay, so the first effect puts the level 1 dragon right on top of your deck, and then if you use the third effect, you can just draw it, and if it's that level 1 monster at the beginning that treats itself as Majestic Dragon, it just summons itself, and then you get a free summon off of that. That's good. That's like a solid combo right there. These really work well together. And especially summoning a tuner from your hand, like that's fine. You'll probably activate both of these every turn. So yeah, you'll probably activate both as effect every turn, so that's good. Stardust Illuminate. It's pretty cool artwork there. You can only use this card's first and effect once return. It's fine. Send one Stardust monster from your deck to the graveyard, or if you control Stardust Dragon or a Synchro monster that's specifically listed, you can special summon it instead. Okay, so it's a Foolish, or it's a E-Telly with no level restriction. That seems pretty good. That could be really good. You can banish this card from your graveyard, target one Stardust monster you control, increase or decrease its level by 1. I mean, that's fine. That sounds like just a way if you have some odd levels, you can get to your Majestic Stars, but that first effect is just really good. The second effect is just bonus. And it doesn't say you can't use them both in the same time, so you can just use them both at the same time. Okay, that's good. It's a solid effect. You can only activate Majestic Absorption. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. Target one Stardust Dragon or Synchro monster that lists it. Activate one of these. Equip one monster your opponent controls that target. Okay. That target can attack directly this turn. That's fine. Each time that target destroys an opponent's monster by battle this turn, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its original attack. Yeah, that's cool. They're fine effects. I think the just stealing an opponent's monster might be the best. That's pretty good removal. It does. I don't think it targets. That's good removal. Just takes the monster. And then attack directly. I can just end games if you have a Majestic Star that can attack multiple times. So yeah, that's good. That could really just end a game on its own. If a face-up Majestic Mirage, if a face-up Stardust, Dragons, or Synchro monsters that specifically list this card in your deck leave the field to activate its own effect or by its own effect, apply one of these effects. Also, you cannot apply the same effect for the rest of the turn. Special summon one of those monsters. Okay, so if it bounces itself back or if it banishes itself, you can just bring it back immediately. Banish one monster your opponent controls or is in their graveyard. That's pretty good. Negate, say it's on your opponent's turn, you can, this is a trap, you can negate an effect with the Majestic Star and then pull something from, you're banishing that monster and then pull something else from the graveyard or their field if you want. And then all damage you take this turn is halved. I guess I can stop you from dying if things are going badly. I think that last effect might be the least useful, but the other two are pretty good. Not bad for a continuous trap that's supposed to be played in a synchro deck. Definitely not great, but not bad. So that's all the new support cards. Let's quickly look at some of the other cards that are already out that this just really helps. Let's see, we have Tuning. This is the ultimate rare tuning. $35 for a damaged copy. No. But not bad. Moderate plays first ed are like less than 40. You can get a place. You can probably get a play set for like $150. It's not bad for an old ulti. We have Majestic Star Dragon. 125 on that Ghost Rare. the ulti I don't think will be in here, but prices on this aren't that bad unless you're getting that Ghost Rider. Let's see. Let's see that ulti. And right now we are looking at $50, $70, $100, just over $100 for a light play first edition. But you can also get these moderate plays unlims for 18s to 20s, so that's fun. That's not too bad. And we have Stardust. This is the original Stardust. Not bad. You can get the ultras for a fair price. Here, nothing crazy. Let's see the ghost on here though. Let's see that ghost. Damaged Unlimiteds for 140. Moderate play Unlimiteds for 140. And near mint first dead, $1,300. Yeah, so Ghost Star is expensive. Alright, so that's it. Good luck getting some of these high rarity cards, but they are all available as lower rarity, so that'll help. The support looks good. Can't wait for this to play it in towards the end of the year. Thank you. Have a good day.